Welcome back to From Scratch Fridays. My name is Therese. If we're new here, we're so glad that you found us. And if you're returning, we thank you very much for your support. So today, what I'm going to do with y'all is this is super impromptu meal. We've been out working a lot today, and it's 6:45, and we need to get a healthy from scratch meal on the table quick. Here we love Chinese food, so it was requested that we make some homemade chicken ramen, and I have that chicken out, and I've got some vegetables, so that's what we're gonna do. So we're gonna see if we can get this on the table in about 30 minutes. This meal also is an amazing budget meal, amazing struggle meal for when times are tight. You can choose to use whatever meat you want, make it vegetarian, leave the meat out. And it depends on the noodles you're using, but this is gonna come in anywhere from $3 to $5 for the entire meal. So making it a fairly affordable meal to make in these times that we're going through right now. So when you're gonna make Chinese food like stir fries, or in this case, ramen, you can use whatever vegetables you have in the pantry. So today I have some carrots, some cabbage, some mushrooms. I'm gonna use some ginger and some garlic. I have one hard-boiled egg. Andrew doesn't really care for it, so that's okay. We're gonna do some red pepper flakes, some rice vinegar, sesame oil, maybe some honey if it needs a little sweetness. I will taste and see. Our chives to top with, some chicken broth, some soy sauce, and then I get this package of rice ramen at Costco. It's a really good deal. It makes it affordable, a little more healthy, but you guys, you can go ahead and sub in if you have the plain old ramen packages. Just take out the seasoning packet. So, and if you have any oyster sauce or fish sauce, I go ahead and use it in this dish as well. We just don't have any, so we're gonna make do with what we have. So I'm gonna go ahead and get our skillet warming up. I'm probably gonna get it medium-high heat. I'm gonna add a little bit of avocado oil. I've got 2 chicken breasts, guys. I'm gonna go ahead and kind of brown them in this, stick them in the oven to finish them. You could, if you wanted the flavor, you could grill this, you could crock pot it and shred it, whatever you wanna do with the chicken. But tonight we're just going to kind of brown it and finish it up in the oven. So I've got my oven set to 350. So when I had them in it a couple hours ago, I came in and I started marinating our chicken. I have it marinating in some soy sauce, the sesame oil, the rice vinegar, some garlic powder, onion powder, and some ginger, powdered ginger. It just imparts all those flavors that are typical in an Asian dish. So once this is warm, we'll go ahead and get this in and get this browning up in our pan. So while our chicken is browning, I'm gonna go ahead and start to get the vegetables that we're gonna put on this prep. So I'm just gonna start super easy, guys. Take off the bottom of our cabbage, and we'll get this thin sliced. I've gone ahead and I've rinsed and drained our cabbage, and now I'm gonna move on to peeling, and I'm gonna kind of do a julienne kind of matchstick style carrots, and so that's what I'm gonna start working on next. So we've got the chicken browned up kind of like how we like it. I'm gonna go ahead and stick it in the oven while I get the rest of the meal ready so that we know that the chicken is done. We will thermopin it when we're about ready to eat to verify that, but we're gonna go ahead and get this in the oven because it looks awesome to me. So to add a little more flavor and nutrition, I have some chicken bone broth that I have made and canned, and I'm gonna go ahead and get a quart of that in the pot. This is not necessary to use the chicken broth if you don't want to. You could use plain water, or you could use water and add bouillon. We're gonna go ahead and start our base with the chicken broth that we've got here. So I'm going to go ahead and add in about 2 cups of water to this. I think that probably looks pretty good for our broth. I will be adding the soy sauce and the rice vinegar and a little bit of the sesame oil in, so I'll add a little more volume with that as well. Chinese food here on the homestead is one of our absolute favorite things to make. It comes together quickly, it's easy to put together on a busy night, and if you keep some of those pantry staples that we've used in this meal on hand, it's an amazing thing to be able to throw together quickly. We actually prefer our homemade versions to going out to eat, and you're doing it at a fraction of the cost. So the carrots are all ready to go over here. These are some baby Bella mushrooms I have left over from a sausage mushroom pizza we made the other night. They're kind of thick though, so I'm just going to kind of cube them up just a little bit, just because I think they're a little on the thick side. But I thought they'd be good in this, and so we'll add some in. So there we go on that. So the first thing I'm going to add into our broth is a little bit of rice vinegar. I've got a 1/4 cup here. I'm going to add about 1/8 of a cup, so it's not too overpowering. I'm going to add about 1/8 cup of sesame oil, toasted sesame oil as well in. We can adjust this, and you can adjust this. Add what you like. And then I'm going to go ahead and add in a 1/4 cup to start of soy sauce. We'll see if that's enough or if we need to add a little more. I'm not going to add any salt because hopefully this and the broth will make it salty enough. So I'm going to go ahead and give this a stir. When it comes to a boil, we'll be adding our noodles in. So I went ahead and got our ginger all peeled. And I've got 2 little pieces that I'm going to go ahead and use our garlic mincer to get minced in. Go ahead and do the second one. I love ginger in Chinese food, guys. It's awesome. So that's our ginger in there, guys. I've got 3 garlic cloves. I'm going to do the same thing with the garlic. Get it minced in just to, again, to add flavor using real ingredients. So I did taste our broth here, and I ended up adding another 1/4 cup of soy sauce and a tablespoon of honey to it. And now it tastes awesome, guys. So I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to add 3 of our ramen noodle packets here. This is going to need to boil for about 8 to 10 minutes. This type of noodle takes a little longer than your standard ramen noodle. So if y'all use the traditional ramen packs, go ahead and just cook to the package direction on those. So I've removed the chicken from the oven. It was well over 165, but it still seems to be juicy, guys, so that's 2 thumbs up for that. So now I'm going to go ahead and just thin slice this so we can put this on top of our ramen. After we get this chicken sliced up, we're going to go ahead and assemble our bowls, and everybody gets to choose what their favorite toppings are, and we should be all ready to go ahead and eat this amazing meal. So this is what our delicious, quick, easy, simple, from scratch meal looks like tonight, guys. When you're in a hurry, gather some of your ingredients from your pantry and start cooking. So I think you all are really going to enjoy this if you give it a try. It's a quick dinner on a busy night with basic ingredients that taste great. Way cheaper and more affordable than going out for ramen or for Chinese food, but you get all those delicious Chinese flavors. I want to thank you for coming along with us for this episode of From Scratch Friday, and we'll catch you on the next one.